Hey again, guys, Jeff from the YouTube channel, The Wolf of Wisco. Today we're going to put a windshield in the old 74 Volkswagen bus. This thing's had its better days. I think it's original and the gasket is definitely shot. I got a new windshield here in the bubble wrap. It was 200 bucks. I was over in Isanti, Minnesota. That's about 40-minute drive for me. The old windshield here, I think it's original. It's cracked from this edge all the way over, split all the way down the middle, and the gasket is extremely dry rotted and hard as a rock. I mean, this is no longer rubber. It's almost like it's a plastic now. So there's two types of rubber gaskets. This gasket has a center channel in it, and I don't like the style. It might be easier to put in. I don't like the style. I got the gasket without the rubber channel. There's a couple ways to get this windshield out. I could take a razor knife here, and I could get a screwdriver, pop out this track here, and then cut the rubber or plastic as it is. It's really hard, this stuff. I think I'm gonna pop that center channel out first, and then I'll get a screwdriver. Right, here's the new rubber gasket I got. It's looks like it's got some talcum on it or something, but I got this off of eBay. I'm gonna leave it out here in the sun. I'm gonna leave it on the hot. It's maybe 80 degrees out here, a hot and sunny day, 85. Let's see what happens. Get that thing all warmed up. Let me try something here. I'm gonna push with my foot right here. Watch that gasket. See it moving? Oh yeah. It's been sitting out in the heat. Whoa, whew. She popped. She about popped out here. Let me put the camera down. Popped right out. All right, windshield removal, 1 minute. That was easy. Yeah, some of these are pretty rusted right in this area. This seems to be pretty good. It's a little wet. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm concerned about where there was no gasket here, but looks like mud right here. We'll, and up top here in the center. The only other concern I had too was trying to hold this. This headliner is in mint condition. This bus has got 58,000 original miles on it. It's been parked most of its life. Oh shit, here we go. It's so brittle, guys. So this thing was super brittle, real brittle. Look at that gasket, just terrible. So, all right, let's clean this thing up. All right, I wiped her down pretty good here, guys. Now I'm gonna take this wire wheel and kind of clean a little bit of surface rust with that wire wheel just to get some of the rough spots. I want that gasket to go in nice and smooth here. Just a little lacquer thinner, just gonna clean this off. I might try to find some paint and hit it with something I can rust corrosion type stuff. Okay, looking at the channel. Got a few spots here. There's paint on it, and I plan on painting the bus in the future, but my daughter wanted to paint flowers on it, so I've got a couple rust. There was a big dent here. We used a puller, well-done pin puller. I'll do an episode on body work here, but it was dented in where the spare tire was, so I'm gonna primer these areas, put a little filler in here, primer these. She's gonna probably paint flowers on this thing. And so I might keep it rustic and vintage, with a little patina. So, but I hate to put the windshield in if I'm going to have to ever pull it out again just to paint under here. So let me see what I can find. Well, I don't care about a lot of overspray. I want to keep it a little bit white here, but I'm going to kind of spray around here and with some, I got Rust Reformer, converts rust into a paintable surface. So I'm going to hit this kind of quick here, just in here, and I'm gonna shield it with some cardboard here. Convert that rust. Pull the tape. I just wanted the protective coating in this channel right here, and there were a few spots that kind of came out a ways, and this black is going to come beyond the gasket probably, but once again, it's it's got plenty of patina on it along with this stuff, so that's fine. I've got some Rust-Oleum semi-gloss white. I'm gonna hit this area here that I painted with that rust stop. Nice white. It's a nice bright white. Oh yeah, that looks good. Nice and clean. Put this. Perfect. There. That way it's a nice clean white, just a quick spray can job here around the, around the track before I put the seal back in. Right, I had this sitting outside in the sun. It's a little warm, but I think these lower two sharp corners will go here on the lower side of the windshield right here. That's a little more rounded here. And we'll get that gasket installed. All right, we struggled for 15 minutes. The way to get this gasket on is to bend it with your thumb, open it up, and push it on. All right, I got Dawn dish soap mixed up in here, and we got on the inner part here, there's a lip here. We got a cord going all the way around inside that lip. We got to overlap, and that string will be used to pull the lip back out on the inside. All right, ready for the install. All right, we're gonna hose this thing down with soapy water. The paint is almost dry, so. All right, this thing too. Spray the whole thing down here. All right, bring Scott here to help me. All right, you want to grab half that windshield, Scott. Lift it up over the wiper blades, then it's just going to be a matter of putting a little light pressure. All right, tip her in. You can start the bottom. Ideally, looks like yours is. There we go. That's better. That sits right where it needs to go. All right. Okay, I'm gonna respray this thing. You can never have enough spray on her, All right, let's start pulling.
Which way you going?
Let's see.
To your right?
Yeah. All right, we're just getting started. I had to actually use an Allen wrench here to reach down inside the groove to get the rubber out and started, because the string wasn't working, and my buddy Scott's out here pushing as we go. We're going to pull this all the way around, but I'm not going to video the whole works because I need two hands in here. We're just going to keep working. So we got to go all the way around here. It looks like the windshield's got to drop down at the top. We're even getting the headliner into it. That's where it's supposed to be, so that's good. Most of it, anyway. Oh, yeah. Now is the problem. She's got to come my way. The windshield's got to go. Let's try it. It might have to be pushed my way. Well, you got the windshield in. That was tough. Well, guys, got the windshield installed. It was kind of tough. I got to admit, just patience, taking your time, pulling the rope around, lubing the windshield up with a little soapy water helps, and just taking your time on it. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I kind of like the trim here without that center bead going through it. I like this gasket just being simple. Got the rust preventative paint job done here, and finally a clean windshield to look through. Yep, looks pretty good. Nice and tight seal here. No gaps under here. Got the paint job done. Boy, is it clear in here. Whew. That is, I do have a cracked headliner that was unable to tuck in. That's how it was, and I could not pull it out. It's tucked in the middle there, but on each side it's pulled through, so I'm just going to leave that. I might put some contact cement underneath there. But this looks wonderful. Thanks for watching, guys.